What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Bloodborne for PS4. And today we're going to continue on our first playthrough. This is part 6. Hello everyone. And last time we killed the 2 hunters in Old Yharnam. That's where we are right now. We're climbing the ladder to where Jura mans the chain gun and shoots at you. We killed his little assistant down there with the saw blade, and we also had a fight with him. It was pretty cool. And he fell off the edge. It wasn't like I was knocking him off, he just happened to hop off the edge during our fight. So here is his item. You have to quit out to get it if he falls off the edge. So here it is. This is what Jura drops. The Powder Keg Hunter Badge. So, you can see the blood from our fight up here on the ground. Let's check out the description for this. Powder Keg Hunter Badge. Badge crafted by the Powder Kegs, the heretics of the workshop. The Powder Kegs' adoration of complex design and big booms culminated in weapon designs that contrast with those traditionally of the workshop. The late Powder Kegs, bless their souls, had a motto: if a weapon ain't got kick, it just ain't worth it. And this is one of the items that will give you more stuff in your shop, kind of like ashes from Dark Souls 3, stuff like that. So it'll give you more stuff to buy at your little messenger shop in the dream. We're gonna drop back down here. We dropped down here last time and killed this guy. But we did skip an item that you have to drop down on the other side for. So I want to show how to do that, how to get that. So drop down from the ladder where you fight Jura, and then you go on the rafters here. And be very careful. Similar to the Painting Guardian area in Anor Londo. You just want to take it easy and slow. And then find your spot to drop. The best spot is right here, because you have all that room in front of you to hopefully not miss, which I almost freaking did. I rolled and went to the left a little and landed on the railing. But right here, Molotov cocktails, really good for you, especially for the boss coming up, so definitely save those. What you're gonna want to do is run and jump and turn at the same time. So it's kind of difficult. Right where that hunter is bent over there and hanging off, you want to like cut to the right and jump. So, and I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 2 because I'm an aspiring speedrunner. So I got to get my jumping down here. Give it a couple practices. It's slightly different on Bloodborne. You hold in the run button and then you like let it go and tap it, and that's when you jump. And I totally missed. So we'll be starting off the video with a lovely run back to the same spot. I wish I was a better editor for you. But I missed, and that just shows how hard it is to make that jump. I thought I had it down pretty good there, but I think I hit the wall. Like I didn't cut it back right enough. So I kind of hit the wall, and it stopped my momentum just enough for me to barely miss. So make sure you cut back right a little harder than you would think before you jump. But to get back there, you just retrace your steps. Take a right. Go to the ladder, not where I'm going. Guess I just wanted to look at my beautiful painting there. Blood all over the place. And climb the ladder. Back to where we started. If I miss it again, then I just quit life. Back down here. At least you get to see again where you need to go to get this. And the item that's over here, you don't have to get it. So if you don't want to do this, you know, bless you. You don't have to. It's just a messenger item. It's purely cosmetic. The Molotovs are nice though, but you don't have to risk the jump if you don't want to. So that time I cut it back right just slightly more and made it, so we get to get this item, the Bloody Messenger head wrap. So let's take a look at that. Bloody Messenger head bandage. Accessory adorned by naive messengers, imitating the bandages of scourge victims, unaware of their meaning. The spatters of blood give it a particularly nice touch. The inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in adornment. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? So if you enjoy dressing up your messengers, this is the item for you. They get a bunch of them. Not a bunch, but they get like 4 or 5 different ones. They get like a top hat, that Bloody Messenger bandage. Like earlier in the playthrough where I was trying to get the little girl, she gets like a bloody headband bow type thing for them if you go back to the pig and fight the pig after the little girl leaves her house. I couldn't get it to work, but I bet you if I went back right now I could get it, so I might do that. Not right this second, but eventually, for completionist purposes. But yeah, they get all kinds of little things that you can add to your messengers just for adornment or, you know, purely cosmetic. I'm trying to think of another one that they get, but I can't. The bandage, the bow, the top hat. Anyway. So right here, take it really slow. There's a upgrade material enemy up ahead. He's way over on the other side there behind that third pillar. But there's enemies in the smoke here. So you don't want to like straight up rush for them. I mean you can, and you can get it done, but then you're going to have 2 or 3 enemies on you. So go ahead and at least kill this guy as quietly as possible. And then run over here and get the creeping death or whatever it's called. Make sure you take care of him. And see, there's 2 guys jumping me. So yeah, we would have had 3 of these 3 of the hairy Muppet babies on us if we had just rushed straight to it. Which that's only if you know it's there. Like most people don't even remember that there's an upgrade enemy here, a crystal lizard-esque creeping death dude. So with all the smoke and the enemies and whatnot, it can get away from you pretty easily right here. This is one of the hardest ones to get. So that's the way you do it. Take a look at these things, man. They're made up of faces. Like faces of death. Freaking weird looking. It's basically just a pile of faces. That's so nasty. It's like dead bodies. So right where I did a little pirouette circle there is where the thing spawns or starts out. Down the steps, we're entering the last stretch of Old Yharnam, right before the boss. It's going to get a little more difficult here. There's a bunch of the fully transformed beasts, the FTB. And make sure you peep out the top of the buildings, because sometimes they'll hang on the side of the building like they climbed up there, and they're like waiting to ambush you. So I'll show you where, but right now I'm kind of looking, making sure I don't miss it. If you're not careful, you can get 2 of the FTBs here, like I did, which is not ideal. So I'm gonna reset kind of my situation here. So now we only got 1, that's better. And he died with a charged R2 and a R1, so not too bad. But they do hit really hard. And they do drop bloodstone shards if you still need those. Look at this. The mechanics here. He's like stuck on me. And while I'm playing with his buddy's corpse, the other one decides to jump me and get some cheap hits in. And there's the attack you want to see, and I missed. The big lunging attack, if you're far enough away, you can pretty much kill him after that. But yeah, watch out, because they ambush you for 1. For 2, they attack in pairs sometimes, like this situation right now. And for 3, there's one of the large cloaked hoodie dudes, the poison guys, coming up. And if they scream, it buffs up the FTBs, the fully transformed beast. So they will kill you in literally one hit, like at most 2. They'll crush your soul with 1 hit, and then you'll be panicking with like a sliver of health if you're lucky. And all they gotta do is nick you and you're dead. So watch out for that. And he's coming up shortly. I think it's past the bridge. The large poison cloak hoodie guy. So I'm kind of taking it slow, checking out the top of the buildings, making sure there's no ambush in wait, because I remember there's one right there. You see it? There's definitely one coming up. There's a couple ambushes that happen. Here's the first one, so I'm just gonna shoot him down, and then you just pretty much beat up his butt. He wasn't expecting you to ambush him, so when he falls, you can just beat his butt. And we just picked up our first beast blood pellets. Pretty cool item. Large medicinal pellets, supposedly formed of a coagulated beast blood, banned by the healing church due to their unclear origin, grants a spurt of beasthood. Ripping apart the flesh of one's enemies and being rained upon by their splattering blood invigorates one's sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoric feeling alike. So it is like, you take one, it's a, it'll enhance you. It's a buff. You pop one, and then the more you attack, the more damage you will do. So the faster and more you attack, the more blood flying everywhere. Here's the other ambush. Dog jumps through the door, busts the door down on you like Resident Evil style. A dog bursting through something to your right, just like in RE1. I think that was 1, wasn't it? Another beast blood pellet, great. So for some builds, beast blood pellets are like a necessary for like a fast beast weapon, like the I don't know what it's called. Fuck. Anyway, so the more you attack, the more damage you do after you pop one of those. So you have to like consistently attack with a fast weapon to get the most out of it. I remember there being rumors when this game came out that you could transform into a beast with the use of those pellets and like the right weapon and the right stats. And I just died. See the red eyes there? That means he's buffed up. The damn poison cloaked hoodie guy buffed him up, and I died. So let's get the death out of the way. Let's have another run back that I could maybe edit out if I was better at editing, but I'm not, so fuck it. So yeah, watch out for that. That's a good demonstration of their power if they get buffed up by the scream. The screamers. I guess we can call them the screamers. Trying to come up with a good name for those poisonous cloaked dudes. And I still haven't. Maybe screamers, fine. I'm just gonna run by all these enemies. I know it's not... I'm not exactly preaching what practicing what I preach. But after that first missed jump in the rafters, and then another setback with the FTB that was buffed up by the screamer, I don't really feel like killing everything again. So now that we have this shortcut here, I can demonstrate this shortcut. You open this by climbing this ladder. After you get the ritual blood and at the altar, where all the guys are praying to the BSB, that's where you can open that shortcut. So at least I can demonstrate that. And another thing you can do with that shortcut there, the ladder that we just went down, if you still have the Sawblade Hunter alive, and you die or whatever, and you want to get an easy kill on him, just run right by him like I did, but he would still be there for you, and he'll chase you to that ladder. And if you just tap the button to climb onto the ladder and just climb down like one or two little shimmies, he will chase after you and fall down that big hole, and he'll miss the ladder completely and die. So if you want to get a quick kill on the Jura's assistant, you can do that. Just head back to the beginning, run to your newly created shortcut. You have to have it open, obviously. And just climb down the ladder, run past the Jura's assistant, keep running, get to the ladder, climb onto the ladder like you're going down, but don't slide down, and just step down like one or two steps so he can't hit you, and then he'll fly off the edge and just die to gravity. So if you're having trouble with him, that's a good way to get rid of him without angering Jura or whatever, if you still want to keep Jura alive and get his extra dialogue after Parl. So let's get revenge on this FTB here. Give him a little smack in the face. Some of their attacks they have slow recovery from, and some they have quick recovery, so be careful. And my echoes are just on the ground here, that's nice. I don't have to fight anything for them. So they are retrieved, a nice 20,000 worth, I think. But right here is the other shortcut to the other major shortcut to this area for Old Yharnam. It's the door where the FTB bursted through. You go in there and you climb these stairs here. And since I died, I wasn't going to do the shortcut yet. I was going to go finish off the rest of the area up until the boss and then come back, but since I already died once, I'm going to go ahead and get the shortcut while I can. Around the corner is a Muppet, watch out, and an item, so go ahead and get the jump on the Muppet if you can. He got the jump on me still somehow, but no harm, no foul. I got my health back from regain. So what was that, bloodstone shards? This is one of those areas in every Souls game where you get a ton of the upgrade material, like the first one. And here's the shortcut, by the way, that door. And you should probably not need this many bloodstone shards, but it's making sure you at least have a +3 weapon by giving you this many bloodstone shards in this area. So it's totally optional, this area, I'm pretty sure. Like Bloodstarved Beast, you do not have to fight. It's an optional boss. I'm 100% sure on that. The area, I'm pretty sure, is optional also, but a good reason to go here is just for echoes in general, for upgrade materials. You get your first twin bloodstone shards here, I think. You get the Chalice, so you can do Chalice dungeons, and you get the ritual blood for the first Chalice dungeon. So I wouldn't recommend skipping it, but if you've already beat the game and you're just trying to run through it real quickly, like for a speed run, or you just don't like Old Yharnam or whatever for whatever reason, or you don't like the Bloodstarved Beast, or you don't want to do Chalice dungeons, you can totally skip this whole area. You don't have to go here. So I am going to go back to the Hunter's Dream, since we just opened the best shortcut that leads pretty much right to the boss. The only thing between that shortcut and the boss is like a hairy Muppet and an FTB, and that's about it. Like, you can even skip the FTB. Let's see if we can upgrade our saw cleaver. No, I guess we need twin bloodstone shards. I need 3 of them, and I don't have any yet. Saw spear, rifle spear, I'm still considering using those. Flame sprayer, I definitely want to use that. I've never used it before, and I want to try it out. Hunter pistol, I'm like hesitant to upgrade because I just use it to parry. I still don't get why I can't put blood gems in my gun yet. I guess that's something you get when you level up a little more, or get a little further into the game. And I think this other tempering blood gemstone is better that I've recently got than the one I have on. It adds a charge attack up plus 4.4%. So not like a super improvement, but still a little bit better. So we'll switch those. With all the bloodstone shards we've gotten in Old Yharnam, I could upgrade another weapon to plus 3 just to try it out. And I might do that next video. This is the Insight shop. Pungent blood cocktail, small resonant bell, a bunch of armor, ashen hunter stuff, gas coin stuff. I mean, more and more will appear as you beat more bosses. The ashen armor, I think, is Jura's armor. So since we killed Jura, his armor is now in the Insight shop. So that's a benefit for killing him instead of waiting for the dialogue and stuff. You get the armor in the Insight shop for killing Jura. And here's our messenger bath where we can change their adornment. So I'm going to change it to the only one I have, which is the Bloody Messenger bandage. And this is what they look like. It's so cute, right? Cosmetic, but a lot of people and a lot of games spend real money just for cosmetic stuff. So all you have to do is make a pretty hard jump in the rafters. Doesn't take very much time to get it, so might as well. Making sure I have enough of everything I need here at the other shop. I kinda wish I had a couple more Molotovs. Pungent blood cocktails, you're gonna need those. So for this, there's the Hunter Chief emblem. I could get that. That makes a shortcut in the Cathedral Ward, I think. Couple options for pistols and guns. Still only have the Yharnam Hunter armor.
Welcome home, what is it?
But what you wanna make sure you have before you fight this next boss, which is coming up pretty soon. Really soon, actually. You want to make sure you have some sort of Molotovs. I would recommend at least 5. 4 to 5. A pungent blood cocktail or 5. You could get oil urns if you want. They will double your damage on your flame sprayer and your Molotov cocktails. The pungent blood cocktails will attract the boss to get you, some charge attacks or some free damage. And then just, your normal maximum amount of blood vials and bullets. So that's what I would recommend having before you fight this boss, which is a pretty difficult boss, like for an early boss. Kind of like Father Gascoigne. Once you get used to it, it's not that hard. But if you've been playing a different game, for example, like me, Dark Souls 2, and you're not like fully on your Bloodborne game and you kind of are a little rusty, then you might have a little trouble with Bloodstarved Beast. He just he combos you. And there's the adornment for the messengers on every lantern from now on. So I got 8 cocktails. You see I had like 30 bloodstone shards, so we could definitely try some other weapons. And I missed that item there like an idiot. I think it's just another bloodstone shard. But here's our shortcut. You go this way. Like the very first time we stepped in Old Yharnam, we went down here chasing that upgrade enemy. That's how you get back to the shortcut. The door is down there, just straight ahead from the lantern, pretty much. Just drop down straight ahead from the lantern, and you can go through the door. And you're back right here where the FTB busted through the door. Look at that guy, just general hunter guy. This FTB here, I could have just left alone. I don't know why I did not. I thought I could get a charge attack. And I could have if I would have done it a little quicker. And I hope I don't die again here. That'd be annoying. Embarrassing. So let's get back through the door. Heal up. There's his big lunging attack, so he's dead. More bloodstone shards. I got like over 30 of them at this point. Really considering at least getting something else to +3. Here's the Screamer. He's hiding in the smoke there in the little alley. You can't... I don't think you can kill him before he screams. Maybe if you sneak up on him. If you knew he was there and you sneak up on him, maybe. I tried rushing him and it didn't work. Don't forget this item here. It's behind the little half a gate fence or whatever. Quicksilver bullets. Nothing else really of note. That beast there is buffed up from the screamer. There's a creeping death. So make sure you get this guy. And I got jumped from behind by the buffed up beast. Luckily I didn't die. That was really lucky. Here's another item hiding in the weeds by the statues. Bold Hunter's Mark. ×2. Nothing else back here. Just some statues and weeds. That beast is chilling on the stairs, I guess. I was hoping he would come up here. Sniffing the wall. I wonder how long that buff lasts, because by the time I kill him, it's been like a full minute since that screamer died. That buff lasts quite a while. I don't think I've ever seen it wear off, to be honest. Maybe down in the comments put that. Have you ever seen the scream buff wear off? Like, their eyes never turn back. Once they go red, they stay red until you kill them. It seems like it could wear off, you know. If you gave it a ton of time, maybe. But I've never seen it happen. Once they're buffed up with the scream buff, they are buffed until you kill them. Down here is the boss. But to the right and left there's some items, and right here you can summon Alfred. You have to use an insight, which I don't want to do. I've never been big on summoning anyway. I like to show it off sometimes in my videos though. Right here's a screamer hiding, which I don't think the little one screams, so that kind of sucks for a name. The big ones will be the screamers. Screamer Jr., I don't know, fuck it. But yeah, right, there's some enemies hiding in these weeds, and they're wearing green cloaks, so watch out. They're kind of hard to see. There's fire too, so don't get burned. And there's an item or two in the weeds, so it's worth looking through. Just be careful. I got burned. Right here, another one hiding. And there's another item up ahead. To the left of the stairs as you come down, Cold Blood Dew Tier 3. Alright, so here's the boss. The boss. Blood-starved beast. Make sure you're ready. I was laughing. I was watching somebody fight this. They were saying how you're gonna die. You're gonna die on your first attempt. This boss is hard. You're gonna die. I was like, man, I'm not gonna die. I'm so good at these games. Why would I die on the Blood-starved beast? He's not that hard. So I was getting, get all my stuff ready here. Antidotes. Oh my god, I forgot to mention antidotes. Please bring some antidotes to this boss fight. Sorry, phone ringing. Sorry about that. Probably should have just stopped the video, but we're gonna continue. Need to get this one out. It's Friday, probably the worst day to release one, but whatever. Make sure you have antidotes, please, please, please. Before you fight this boss, make sure you have antidotes. He's gonna poison you. It's gonna suck. He's gonna be chasing you around while you're poisoned. So you're gonna be trying to scramble and heal and use antidotes while he's chasing you and trying to hit you. So the strategy here is this. Throw a pungent blood cocktail, it attracts him. He's gonna do like a big lunging attack on it, and then he'll kind of walk back towards it slowly. So that's when you want to do the charged attack, and then get a visceral. If you can do that better than me, then you'll have a much easier time at it. But for some reason I couldn't get it down pat. So I threw the blood cocktail. He's gonna do a big attack. There it is. And then he's gonna kind of slowly walk back towards it. Right now is when you do the charged attack. I waited a little too long, plus he kind of bugged out on it. But yeah, that attack there, as long as you kind of dodge to the left and stay behind him, not too bad. But as you see, I'm poisoned. I'm poisoned right now. I really need to use an antidote. I feel like I got way too many items in my quick slot. And he grabbed me and wrecked me. At least you get to see that grab move, I guess. So that's what happens in this fight. Just fair warning. I was laughing thinking it was so easy. I wasn't gonna die. It's not gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna get poisoned. You know, stuff like that. I'm gonna use pungent blood cocktails and just visceral the hell out of them. I'm gonna use fire in the second and third stage. Just fair warning. Make sure you bring antidotes first of all. Second of all, if you get poisoned, you're gonna be dealing with poison, trying to cure that while it's draining your health. You gotta decide between taking an antidote or a blood vial while the boss is chasing you, trying to combo the hell out of you or grab you. All the while you're trying to take an antidote, flip through your quick slots, decide if you're gonna do a blood vial or antidote, decide if you have enough time to even... It takes a long time to eat an antidote. Like, it's not as fast as a blood vial. So if you decide on an antidote, make sure you are well away from the boss. Like behind the pillar and like out of his reach a little bit before you do an antidote. What I need to do is probably switch my armor. We'll do that if we die again. But if you can get slow poison resistance, I think it's slow poison. Is it slow or is it rapid? Either way, most armors that have poison resistance have both. So find yourself an armor that has really good poison resistance. That'd be a good start, so you don't have to worry about the poison as much. We got our echoes, so let's give this another shot. I threw an oil urn on him. I just want to see how much damage a Molotov does with the oil urn applied. 306. Pretty good. Missed that one. Threw another oil urn. That just doubles your damage, your fire damage. Because I think a normal Molotov would only hit him for like 150 or something. Or like 100 or something like that. Missed that one again. Got that one, but I'm almost dead. I really need to heal. So he doesn't do poison in the first stage. The first stage of the boss, he does not do poison unless he hits you, I think. Then he does. The second stage, maybe it's not. I think the first stage he doesn't do poison. The second stage he does poison if he hits you, which is right now. So now if he hits me, I get poisoned. The third stage, you get poisoned if you're even close to him. He has like a poison cloud around him. So that's the mechanics to this boss fight, pretty much. It's poison. And really long, far-reaching combos that you need to dodge towards him and to the left. If you are dodging backwards, you are doing it wrong. You're gonna get effed up. Like me. You're gonna get grabbed and effed up. So right there, that move, you can dodge that. And then get in again, get behind him while he's doing this. Then you can get some attacks off, which I missed. Still trying for that charged attack, because that's the best strategy in the first stage. The best strategy in the first stage is to use the pungent blood cocktails. You gotta wait till he does that charging attack at the cocktail. Then while he's slowly walking towards the cocktail after the big charging lunging attack, that's when you do your charged R2 and then your visceral attack. And you should be able to do that like 3 times before he gets to stage 2. And you can even keep doing it through stage 2. Just if you get hit, you're gonna get poisoned, and he's a little bit more aggressive. So, in stage 2, you can still do Punch and Blood cocktails and the, viscerals. Stage 3, you want to totally abandon that because he's going to be poison, have the poison cloud business going on. So in stage 3, if you have some sort of fire, maybe use your oil urns and your fire, flame sprayer, Molotov cocktail, whatever you got. Stage 3, so you can do some ranged attacks. And also have poison armor. Armor that makes the poison effect take a little longer to take effect, and it wears off sooner, I think. And it does less damage even, maybe. Either way, it's way better to have resistance to poison in this fight. And the use of fire. So that boils it down pretty well. You want armor that has poison resistance, and you want some sort of ranged fire attack. Or at least fire paper. Because beasts are susceptible to fire, and he's a blood-starved beast. Got him down pretty far here. Here's stage 3. Now he has a poison cloud. If you get close to him, you're... Sorry if there's like an abrupt audio issue there. I had to stop real quick and restart. So I don't even know what I was saying, but we're fighting the Bloodstarved Beast. And, I'm dead. Wonderful. Don't know what I was doing there. Trying to probably take an antidote. And it was way too slow, so watch out for that. Died again. So in this video, I got killed by a buffed up FTB. I don't know what I was doing then. I just got comboed and like pretty much one shot. That's kind of a contradiction to say a combo to one shot, but you know what I mean. And the first Bloodstarved Beast fight, I got caught taking an antidote just like then. So I need more poison resistance, basically. I need to quit getting caught trying to eat an antidote, because that's what happened in both fights. And I got better in that second fight. I almost had him beat, but top hat, my best option right now. And there's probably better options you could buy. Like, I don't know what the other... Maybe Gascoigne set? I'm not sure, but if you go back to the Hunter's Dream, if you're having a lot of trouble with this boss and you need poison resistance gear, head back to the Hunter's Dream and just check it out, because there might be something better than what I'm wearing. But for me, for right now, the Charred Hunter set that we got last video and the top hat seems to have the most poison resistance out of the stuff I have, out of the 3 or 4 outfits I have. Let's get this item finally. Yay. That's why I died, because I wanted to get that Bloodstone Shard. You know? I like, you know, I don't die on purpose, you know. I mean, I did die on purpose. Just to get that Bloodstone Shard right there. I had to show you guys what it was, you know. So that's why I died. Definitely. You know, I almost had it beat. Why would I die when I almost had the boss beat, you know? Unless I wanted to, you know. I really did. I wanted to die so I could show you that item there on the way back. Definitely. I'm not being sarcastic or anything. There's this ass fuck that killed us. Let's jump right by his candy ass and just run back to the boss. I'm sick and tired of dying to this stupid beast that I thought I was gonna just murder on my first try. But that's good. I never mind dying in these games at all. It makes me like them more. I'm weird like that. If shit's hard and it takes a few tries, that's what drives my motor. I hate games, or I just call them fucking like Lego games. If you just beat the game without even trying, and you spawn right back where you died, and you don't lose anything when you die, I just call every one of those Lego games. Well, no matter what kind of game it is. Even like Neverwinter, the MMO I play, when I die, I don't lose anything. I lose like 5 seconds. But here we go. This is the fun. Here we're gonna beat this BSB right now. Got our fire paper, tearing him up. He almost gets us there again. Luckily I got out of the way. Use a blood vial. Gonna dodge this attack. I like to bait that one. Even though he like goes out of reach, he usually follows it up with this, and you get behind him, get some attacks off. Do some fire paper transform attacks. They do some good damage. Just keeping my distance, waiting for this attack again. Didn't dodge too far away that time. I know he's gonna follow it up, and then I can get a couple attacks in. Here it is again. Get behind him while he's following up. Nope. I decided to back off, reset. Behind him again. Spank his hiney. Slash his face with a transform. He's going into stage 2. You can get a couple hits while he's transforming to stage 2. Not very many, it's pretty quick, but you can get a hit or two in. So now he's doing a couple different moves, and he'll poison you when he hits you. Just trying to dodge to the left and stay behind him. Got my new armor, using the flame sprayer, by the way. I recommend that. You might have to put a point into, I think it's Arcane or Blood Tinge, one of the two. That's why I did both, because I wasn't sure and I was frustrated, so I just put a point into both when we went back to the Hunter stream. So I could use this weapon, the flame sprayer. It's pretty good against this boss. So on top of everything else I've already said, if you put on some good poison resist gear and you use the flame sprayer and you use fire paper and you use Molotovs, you're gonna have and you use pungent blood cocktails, you're gonna have a much easier time than I did the first 2 times. Because the flame sprayer actually shoots a little further than it looks like it does. Sometimes I'm surprised when I hit them with it that I actually did. It looks like it only shoots out like 5 feet, but it really shoots out about 7 to 8 feet. So I'm pretty much exclusively using the flame sprayer once you got to stage 2. And you see it doesn't really take that many bullets. And if you come into the fight with 25 of them, you got all you need. The longer you hold in the button, the more bullets it'll use. But as you can see, I've only used like 8 bullets so far. And we're almost done. He's transforming, got him with a nice Molotov. Only did 156 because we didn't have him oiled up. There's the attack. Through a pungent blood cocktail. He's going to go after that. See, I haven't really got poisoned very much this time just because of the change of equipment. Burning him up. Trying to stay at distance so I don't get poisoned as easily. He murdered me there. Luckily I didn't die. Get behind the pillars. Use the pillars when you can. Hopefully with all this jumbled up device and these 3 fights you can find something of significance that I've said, or use all of it to your advantage. Threw a blood cocktail and he would have killed me if he wasn't going to sniff it, luckily. And we're poisoned and we got hit. Really need to heal up. Get away from him. Use the pillar to your advantage. Let's get this poison off. Almost died again doing that. Using the pillars a little better this time. Pungent blood cocktails. The pillars are your friend, and so are pungent blood cocktails, just to keep them off you. Alright, resetting. Let's just reset. He's going to stage 3. We're getting full health. Starting fresh. This is where we had him last time when we died. Right about here. He goes crazy and he's doing poison, like no matter what. We're poisoned again. We need to use the pillar to get our antidote. Got it. Alright, we're back in the game. Let's get some flames on him. Let's flame his ass up. Flamed up. Banged up. You can see my beautiful, majestic beard with this top hat on. Let's flame him up some more. Come on. Just making sure I don't die. We got him this close. Using the pillars once again. He can't like destroy the pillars, so they're really useful in this fight. It's not like Ornstein is, even in Ornstein and Smo, you know, you can still use like the pillar stumps. So it is kind of like Ornstein and Smo, but just one boss. Pillars are great in boss fights, especially when the boss can't destroy them or hit you through them. Like, you might as well use them, and they're all over the arena. I guess he's got his poison cloud out again. That's what that was all about. But he's almost dead. We just need to flame him up a couple more times, maybe one more good time. Does about 43 damage a tick. And there we finally get him. Gray slaughtered. Thumeru Chalice. So that's what you need to do the Chalice dungeons. Totally optional. But that's what you need. And I might show that next time. It took us a little longer to do this video than I thought. If I didn't miss the rafter jump, if I didn't die to the FTB, and if I didn't lose to this boss twice, we probably would have did something else. But since we're at like 45-minute mark, we'll probably just call this a day. With the boss beaten, we'll end on a high note. So Charred Hunter set is your friend if you don't have anything better. Top Hat, Fire, Antidotes, Pungent Blood Cocktails, all that. That way. That's how you beat the Bloodstar Beast. So let's return to the Hunter's Dream, see if anything's changed real quick for the last couple minutes. Yeah, that took me more tries than at least one more try than ideally, I wouldn't have died to that fully transformed beast, and I wouldn't have died twice to that Bloodstar Beast. I think you know, dying once to the Bloodstar Beast is acceptable, but like I said, I hate using this excuse.
The church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Yharnam Chapel.
I don't know if we've seen this before, so I'm being quiet while he talks.
Ascend from there. You will find the church workshop. Ascend.
Okay, he's telling us to go to Uden Chapel to find the church workshop. That's the next thing you're supposed to do in the storyline. So anyway, yeah, my excuse is Dark Souls 2 speedruns. Healing's like on a different button, and jumping's different, and dodging is different, and everything's different. Here's the Chalice dungeon you could enter right now. This is the soonest you can do it. Chalice Ritual. If you hit Chalice Ritual, at the ritual altar, this first altar, you can use your Thumeru Chalice and your ritual blood to create the very first Depth 1 Thumeru Chalice dungeon. And inside of this dungeon, you can get pretty cool stuff like gems and upgrade materials. But please subscribe. Please like if you haven't, or if you have subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.